Hello guys, we are at this booth, or I don't know how you call it, kiosk, let's call it, of Tsaskalis AudioWorks.
Exactly, yes. As Greek as it gets.
Is it Greek? Okay, I gotcha. It's from Greece. I've been to Greece 3 weeks ago.
How did you like it there?
Beautiful place.
3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Where to?
Corfu.
Corfu.
Oh,
nice
man.
choice.
Very good,
Excellent.
very good place. The best holiday ever. Anyway, let's jump to what we got here.
Okay.
What's the philosophy? What are they? Tell me something about. What is riff-raff? That's I like the name.
Riff-raff is our dual overdrive, which is basically the same philosophy as a tube screamer.
Yeah, the color stocking.
Yep, exactly. And it's 2 channels with separate drive and volume controls for each one, and they share a tone control. The second channel is a bit more beefy and it has a boost option as well.
But is it like two tube screamers in one box that you can like pump one with another? Or? No, it's not like that.
It's not like that. In order for the second one to operate, the first one must be engaged.
Gotcha. Then?
Okay, here's the 6.
Okay, lots of different overdrives and distortions.
Yes,
as
we
far
do
I can
love
see.
our overdrive and distortion. It's no secret that we do.
Exactly.
And the 6 is one of our best sellers. It's basically based on the Blues Breaker and the King of Tone, but it's not that you have different modes that resemble exactly the King of Tone or the Blues Breaker. What the company has done, what we have done is we've taken the specific elements that we like the most from these overdrives and we combined them to create this unit, which is, in our opinion, the best of both worlds. So each one of the sections is a combination of both the Blues Breaker and the King of Tone. And it also has the option to be operated 9 volts or 18 volts for more headroom if you need more volume.
Okay, then we go to galactic modulation.
The galactic modulation is an interesting one.
Why is it galactic? What's galactic about it?
Isn't modulation galactic itself? It's kind of spacey, maybe, And the name came before. With this, what you can do is you can discover new sounds due to the fact that each mode has 2 modulation effects. For example, here you have phaser and flanger. So when the blend is on the left side, you have phaser, and when the blend is on the right side, you have flanger. And anywhere in between, you can blend the 2 effects, which means that you can explore modulation somewhat the same way you can explore the galaxy.
And the depth and the speed of them are like the same?
Yes, but...
So you don't need to worry that actually your flanger is not, like in the same time like with phaser, for example. Okay, good idea.
You can control both the depth, speed, and also the blend with an expression pedal. So you have 3 expression pedal inputs, and you can experiment even on the spot while gigging anywhere in between the 2 modulation effects that are available in any given mode. So you have phaser flanger, you have phaser rotary, you have univibe rotary, univibe flanger, phaser univibe, and vibrato rotary.
Good idea. Of course, because of the last facts and actually last news from the world, I need to ask you about the crown as well.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Condolences to the royal family.
I've been to Corfu, where the Prince Philip was like born as well.
Right.
Been to the place, so
I didn't know that, but thank you for sharing this information with me.
That's where he's from.
This is our British style overdrive. The classic British crunch that you might expect. Pretty simple and plug and play ready. The option to have a fat mode, which gives it more low end and makes it more beefy, and the hot, which makes it a bit edgier. And the drive and color, it's British philosophy all the way.
So it's like Marshally Voxy sound.
Yes, more of a Voxy sound, I would say.
Vox sound.
Because for the Marshall, we have the Marshall,
the Marshall
of Marshall
Crown,
pedals.
Queen, Vox, Brian May. Gotcha.
Exactly.
That's where we go. So is it treble boost as well inside, or something like Is it like Brian May Stone? Yeah, is it something like that?
Not per se, but it's generally Britishly minded.
Gotcha. And then we got the bestseller, as far as I know already.
Yeah, this is the Room 40. This is a very specific endeavor this pedal was created in the mind of Chris Tsaskalis, who is the CEO and the founder of the company, and as we call him, the tone freak and the maniac.
Okay.
And he wanted to make the best possible Marshall pedal, Marshall in a box pedal. And what he did, he created two modes. The first mode is a plexi, and these two volumes resemble the volume for the bright and the volume for the normal channel.
So for all the inputs you can use.
Yes, but the thing is that because you have one input here on the pedal, you can select both of them, you can blend them, which is very interesting. And the fact is that this, in my ears, works exactly like a Marshall, even in a cab simulator. And the second mode is a JMP or a JCM 800.
Okay.
Which then
a little bit more gain.
Yes, and the second volume here it becomes a body which controls the low end richness of
like
the sound.
resonance of the amplifier.
Exactly. And also the variac here is what Van Halen did with his amps. He controlled
the voltage.
The voltage exactly.
Of
this happens internally in the pedal. Which, if you keep it at 12, if you keep it at noon, then there's normal operation, and then you get to drop the voltage, and then you get to increase the voltage.
Is it analog or is it digital?
This is an analog pedal. Just let me get the confirmation because it is a fully analog pedal. I'm not a tone, I'm not a technical freak. I only play them, but this is analog. This is fully analog. And he also added a presence, which means that you can pair this with any amp or cab simulator you want to get somewhat more of a versatility when you.
And when we're talking about cab simulator, you got as well the cab simulator.
Yeah, this is the latest one. There's been so much trial and error with these pedals, and what we wanted to do with this was to avoid any hard to understand and time consuming
settings,
software.
Okay.
I mean, there is software, but the only thing you need to do with the software is to download for all the extra cabinets that we keep adding to the catalog, and you can download them for free from our website. And at any given moment the device can hold 8, but there's 55 available at the moment. They keep adding up.
Way too many anyway.
Yeah, but we keep measuring new cabinets, we keep recording new cabinets, and then we keep adding them to the catalog, which is available on our website for free.
And of course you got a choice of microphones, you got a choice of cabinet, which is
that's the interesting part.
Half open, close. Yeah.
This part is the analog part, which means that it emulates the sound of the mic, which mic is being used, a dynamic, a ribbon, or both, which is an SM57, which is a Royer 121, or both of them. Then you get to emulate the backness of the cabinet, whether it's closed, semi-open, or open. You also get to emulate a preamp for EL34 and 6L6, and then you get to emulate the power amp. This is with the tubes, and then you get to emulate the preamp, which is clean hot or completely off.
Okay.
And this is the digital section of the pedal, which is the ambience, the kind of the room ambience, how big the room is inside.
Where the mic is standing in a way as well?
More of how big the room is where you're playing.
Okay.
And then here you get to select the cabinets.
8 of those cabinets.
So it's plug and play ready, no need to set up anything, and it doesn't use IRs, it uses FRs, frequency responses, not impulse responses, which happen very consciously.
What's that? Because that's the first time when I hear about it. So
you
tell
know
me.
what? We exclude the room from the process. So what's important when we're recording is the microphone and the cabinet itself. So we exclude the room from the process. And what I have found with this unit that is very hard to find with other units that do probably the same thing is the lack of latency. Which is very interesting. Which is kind of difficult to get with impulse responses. Again, I'm not good at the technical stuff, but I'm only talking from my experience.
So the feel is like you're really playing the speaker, and it's the response of the amplifier is fast for you.
And there's a lot of care going into the process of recording the cabinets, which is so that we can get the best possible result.
Do you have like a special studio?
Yes, of
like
course.
A laboratory where you record them, and it's all the same conditions of recording and stuff like that.
The process is very specific, and Chris always looks to find rare cabinets and tries to maybe even borrow some, because some are not for sale, and he's trying to record it and then return it maybe to the owner if it's not possible for them to purchase the cabinet. But he's obsessed with his project.
So he's got like a collection of cabinets as well.
Yes.
Okay, so proper maniac. I know the feeling.
Yep.
All right, thanks a lot, man, for
Thank you very
introducing
much
those
for
effects.
stopping
I'm
by.
hoping one day maybe they will be for sale in Poland. So people
We're hoping to.
will already know that they are on the market. And maybe you're gonna find some kind of distributor in Poland. I don't know if you have one or not.
Right now, we're working with dealers in Europe, but who knows?
I
Maybe.
may give you some kind of contacts as well.
Would like that. Would like that very much.
Thanks
Thank
a lot,
you.
man.
Thank you for stopping
shake
by.
it. No, how are we gonna shake it? Like that. Cheers.